Tom Hauser here with another midweek blessing. Hey, do you remember that time when you may have been the new person in a situation? Maybe your first day at a new school or first day at a new job. Maybe you went to meet the family that might be your future in-laws, and how awkward that might have felt. Or maybe the first time you visited a new church full of people that you'd never met before, and traditions that you weren't familiar with, and even where things were in the building. You just weren't sure where to go to do things. It's awkward, right? It just feels bad. And this week's GP Praise topic is that the congregation, the established congregation members, would be hospitable to newer members, to visitors, to those that are different than themselves. I remember when Michelle and I went to a local India festival where it was a celebration, a cultural celebration of everything Indian. And so there was different food, different music, different people, they were dressed differently, spoke differently, everything was different. And we felt very out of place, very unsure of what we were supposed to do, where we were supposed to go. And unfortunately, no one really saw that and came to help us. We were just kind of on our own for an hour or two at this India festival. It was actually very enlightening for us to understand and feel what it feels like to be the new person. And so I just want to encourage us all this week as we, both in our everyday lives, but also when we come together at church on Sunday, that instead of, or in addition to looking for the people that you know, friends you've had for years, people that you're familiar with and you want to say hi to really be on the lookout for new people, for visitors, for people that don't look quite like you look, or have different traditions than you have, or dress differently than you have. What if our churches and our communities would be on the lookout for those people and intentionally steer towards them instead of steering away from them? To intentionally say good morning and introduce yourself, and maybe sit with them, or maybe just give them a tour around the building if you're meeting in a building. Just help them feel welcome. What might that do for that new person, and what might it do for the kingdom of God and that new person's perspective of what the kingdom's supposed to look like? That's my prayer for you this week. It's my prayer for myself this week, that we would be on the lookout for new people, for people who don't quite fit in, and we would go out of our way to be hospitable to them in the same way that God has been so hospitable to us over the years. Could we pass that along to the people around us? Anyway, until next time, peace, friends.